generally speaking, there are two ways you can represent everyone in a small group. We're very familiar with doing that by election. We have a competition, somebody wins the competition, and then we say, you're our guy, sometimes girl, increasingly girl. So this is representation by election and representation by sampling. In other words, to represent ordinary people, you could even be an ordinary person. That's amazing. And then, of course, we have juries and things like that.
You tiptoed those words out like you were uttering a heresy there.
Yeah, well, I'm uttering a profundity, maybe. Kind of think of this idea that if you represent the people by election, you build your democracy around a certain kind of DNA, certain kind of logic. And that logic is competitive. That logic is declaratory. It's performative. Is this sounding good to you, Colm? These are the things that are going wrong. And this other way to represent the people is to get the people to represent the people, as they do in juries. And if you ask yourself, for instance, think of the shock jocks that have got stuck into, say, lenient sentencing and so on. They always go after the judge. Why don't they go after the jury? Well, the jury's not doing the sentencing. For instance, we recently had, I think you'd be familiar with our Cardinal Pell, who was up on child sex charges. A jury unanimously held him guilty. And that was overturned on appeal. Now, let's say I believe the judges who overturned it on appeal. Nobody's saying what a terrible thing those jurors did. They're all saying, well, there but for the grace of God go I. They might have got it wrong, but I might have got it wrong. Now, we don't extend those kinds of indulgences to our politicians because that's not the value prop, is it? The value prop from them is vote for me and everything's going to be fine. Yeah. Vote for my opponent. And look at how slippery and dishonest and greedy they are. So it's an incredibly different kind of world where the public interest is reflected in a completely different way.